Hello, teachers. Hello, ma'ams, and hello, sirs. What is our number one problem that we are in the midst of quarantine or isolation or confinement? That is how to give assessment or test or quiz to our students away from the classroom and away from the campus. How can we possibly give them, aside from sending them email activities or aside from giving them via messenger, but how do we check them? It is very laborious on how to do it. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make an online exam for free. Plus, you don't have to check because it's the system that will check the test automatically. Teachers have the most number of tasks every day, from checking test papers, preparing lesson plans, creating teaching materials, and a never-ending quizzes, assessment tasks, and essay test. Name it, and teacher has it all. With 6 to 7 sections, how can a teacher do everything? Checking and checking every day. It's just so exhausting. It's so traditional. Oh my goodness, it's time to give up. Find a new way. That's right. You are not going to check it anymore. It is the system or it is the Google that will check your paper because it's online test for free. Plus, with all the features of item analysis, mean, median, and mode, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to worry because everything will be given to you right away. Plus, the amazing features of knowing your students' individual responses. And best of all, these results will be given to you automatically in alphabetical order or from ascending order, from highest to lowest, from lowest to highest. Name it and you'll have it right here. So how do you construct this online test for free that automatically checks? I'm going to tell you in a while. But before we do that, please don't forget to click subscribe. Tap that notification bell so that you will be ready and you will be notified every time that Sir Freddy has a new video. Plus, there are so many videos right there in Sir Freddy's Corner that you can check all about reviews and all about how to make the life of teachers easy. Here are the steps on how to make an online test, online quiz, or online assessment for free without the hassle of checking, rather system that checks your test paper or online test paper. First, we have to go to your Google account. So right there, www.google.com. So right after doing that, you go to the thumbnail right here on the right side beside your here. So click it down and it will give you the drop down menu, and Google offers a lot of products. Scroll up and you can't see the Google Forms, so click more from Google and you will be directed on this page. So there you scroll up until you see the icon for Google Forms. So click that violet icon, Google Forms. That's where we are going to create your online test for free without the hassle of checking. So go to Google Forms. There is that blank and then the blank quiz. So that's where we're going to create the test. Okay, so click blank quiz and there you go. So this is our for creating a quiz or a test or an assessment. So for example, first you have to write the kind of subject that you're teaching. So for example, we are teaching literature. Okay, this is only an example. Whether you're teaching in elementary or you're teaching in high school or secondary or you're teaching in college, this is suitable for everyone. So you can copy that title, copy, and then you just have to paste it there in quiz title. Then you can create a description. So where did you have this lesson? Is it in week 1? So this assessment covers the lesson during week 1. So you can just write any descriptions. So it allows you that for this particular test, it's just all about week one according to your table of specifications. Here is our first part. So practically, the first question is, what is your name? Most of the time, follow the format, their last name, first name, middle initial. On the right side, you will have the drop down menu for short answer. The drop down menu will give you options on what kind of answer you want your students to write. Is it a short answer? Is it paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down menu, or drop down, file upload, linear, multiple choice grid, checkbox grid, and you can also include the date and the time. So here, your students will have to write a short answer. First, it has the 0 point and no answer key because that is just leave it blank. And then of course you have to go to the right side and try to slide the required. So it becomes required, okay? Later on, I'm going to teach you more. Now, the most important is you go to this right side where you can see the plus sign button. So you have to tap the plus sign button to begin with the first question. So tap it and you will see there that you have question. So example, what is the best definition of literature? Again, you go to the right side where you can see the different kinds of answers that you want. So we want a multiple choice, so just click there. So you will see there multiple choice and you go to the option. So you can write your option number one, a body of writing, and then you can go to another option, a writing that deals with history of man, maybe, and then you can have another one, it's about poetry, so you can have that, or you can have the best answer there, kind of writing about men that deals with passion, struggles, and then written in a lofty language and style. So I know it's a giveaway, but just for the sake of showing you how to do it. So the best here is that you have to click answer key and then click the correct answer, and so that's it, no? And then click done. And so if you notice, there's this point, so 1 point. It depends whether you want to give a value of 2 points, 3 points. It really depends on you. Maybe we can write 2 points, okay? So click done, and then once again you go to required, and here is the beautiful feature here. You go to that 3 dots there, you click that, and then you can have their shuffle option order. So when a student takes the test, all of these options will be shuffled. So click it. All right. And then you go to another question and tap that plus sign button there, and you try to write another question. So we can ask a person or a writer who wrote the novel The Pearl. We can write there again the option, just tap the option line there. You can write Mark Twain, Richard Wright, Emily Dickinson. Correct answer, John Steinbeck. Since you know the correct answer, it's John Steinbeck. Again, try to click the answer and then click the correct answer, change the points. So for you, it's 2 points, and then click done again, and then slide required, tap the 3 dots again on the right, click shuffle option order. There you go. So you have the question, you have the choices, you have clicked the correct answer, you have changed the number of points just like in number 1, you have tapped the required, and of course the shuffle option order. So it's already checked. All right, we go to question number 3. So if you go up there, it's already a total of 4 points. Okay, so let's try to create another question here. What is the genre that deals with long episodic description of characters, plot, with major events, themes, and sub themes? So we're asking about the genre. Okay, so are we looking for a paragraph answer? But for the sake of consistency, we write again, or we tap multiple choice. We can write there a poem, a short story, an essay. The correct answer again, the novel. So once again, you try to click answer key below, and then click the correct answer, and then change the number of points, and click done. And then again, go to required, slide it. So, and then the 3 dots, and then check shuffle option order. There you go. So we have done the question, the choices, answer key, the number of points, sliding the required, and of course the shuffle option order. So if you go up, you will see there it's reflected. There are already 6 points. Okay, so for the meantime, we focus on that. And here is the beauty of this online test. You go to that gear up there. Yes, the gear. Click that gear and you will see the settings. And would you like to collect email addresses of your students or restrict to users in a particular organization or limit to 1 response? So practically, you just have to click limit to 1 response. And what do you want your respondents to do? Can they edit after submit or see summary charts and text responses? So if you like, you can check or check another box. But for me, for the sake of security of the test, you unclick that. And why only limit to 1 response? Because we don't want our students to be doing several attempts for the sake of honesty. So again, you can go to presentation. How do you want your students to see the test? Would you like them to see the show progress bar that they're doing, like the first part or the second part? Or would you like to shuffle all the 3 questions so students would have different set of questions? So you can check that one. And then confirmation message, so you can just write there, you can copy this one. Your response has been recorded. So at least the students know that their attempt has been recorded. And then you can go to quizzes. This is the most important, that really makes your online test a quiz. So there's a lock mode on Chromebooks, but we're not going to do that. But it's so good because it doesn't allow your students to open any other tabs. They can only be taking that one tab for Google Quiz, but we're not going to use that. So let's take a look at how you release the grade to your students. Would you like them to see the result of the grade immediately after each submission, or later after manual review? So if you don't want to do that, okay, you can have this one. But for the sake of discussion later, so let's take a look at immediately after each submission. So would you like your students to see their missed questions? So check. Would you like them to see the correct answers? Check. Would you like them to see the point values? Check. But again, for the sake of honesty, you uncheck, only retain the point value, so at least they know the grade. But again, for the sake of discussion here, I will show you all these features. Anyway, later you can just uncheck them. So the most important, save everything that you have done for the settings. Let's go to another feature, which is the student's view. You can see here that so click that I there, and that's what you're going to see. when students receive this one, so literature one, and this assessment covers the lesson during week one. So you see it's required, email address is required, and who wrote the novel. So check if there are misspellings or wrong grammar or whatever, whatever. Okay, so you could see there the what is your name. Anyway, later I'll show you that it will automatically go up when you see the results. Okay, and then the students can click submit. So here is the progress bar at the bottom. Okay, so you can go back to that I, and then let's go to the last part. This is the color palette. So well, for the sake of creativity, if your school has this kind of official color, so like if your official color is orange, you can use orange. So look at that, the interface changes. Or would you like to use other colors like red, or would you like to retain the purple? No? So you can retain the purple, so it goes back to purple or violet. Okay, and then you can just cross it out, and there you go. All right, and take a look at send. But before we go to that send, let's take a look again on the three dots here beside the picture. And well, what you can do is you make a copy, you move to trash, you get a pre-filled link, you print the questionnaire, or add collaborators, add-ons, preferences, etc. Okay, so we can navigate that. If you want to make another copy for another section, you just have to click make a copy. So like if you want to make a copy for another section, so this one, literature one, is for your next section, like 1, 2, or if you're teaching in second year or fifth grade, it depends. No, so let us say I'm teaching in the freshman, or so I can go to 1, 2. There you go, and then you just have to click OK, and then you will be given another set. So look at that, it's 1, 2 versus this one. Okay, so and that totally is a different kind of. So you see, you don't have to retype, you just have to copy. Now let's go to send. So like this one, click send. So how do you want your students to receive this? So since we are in a pandemic and we are in a crisis, the best way to send our assessments could be email or via messenger. So I'll just use the link here. So you will see the link and the URL, and it's so long. What you can do is click shorten URL, and then click copy, and then you see there, copy to clipboard. So automatically, so what you can do is send it to your students. So well, if you want to send it to email, so you can just write there the email of your students. No? But for the sake of showing you exactly how it's done, so I'm going to send it to my messenger. So look at this. So I'm going to you can just tap your messenger box and then paste, and then click send. Look at this, look at the magic here. Look at that, there is already the link for the Google quiz. And why don't we make a sample? So let's click it so we can see exactly how it looks like, what we constructed. So there you go. So this assessment covers the lesson during week 1. So you can write there your email. So it says there, Freddie Valois at gmail.com. All right, so then the student can answer now. What is the best definition of literature? So you can tap there, a kind of writing about men that deals with passion, and then scroll up, and then look at that. You can see the red asterisk, it means it's required. Who wrote the novel The Pearl? It's you see the choices are shuffled, and even the questions are shuffled. Okay, so who wrote the novel The Pearl? So tap the your choice, John Steinbeck. And what is the genre that deals with the long episodic? So it's a novel. And then what is your name? So again, you have to follow last name, Valois, Freddie, M. M. Okay, and then click submit. There you go. It says there your response has been recorded. And let's view score. So look at this. So I've got 6.6 over 6. It shows you the total number of points and of course the total score. So look at that. It automatically checks what is the best definition of literature. It's checked. Okay, 2 points. Who wrote the novel The Pearl? Checked. And John Steinbeck is there. And what is the genre that deals with long, episodic, description of characters, plot with major events, themes and sub-themes, novel, and of course, your name is there. Okay? So click done, and then you go back to your system there. And then what is surprising here is that we want to see whether the test or the online test has been recorded. You go to responses, and there you go. Look at this beautiful feature of Google. Look, so you have here the summary, the question, and individual. So let's take a look. The average is 6, median is 6, the range is 6 points. Look, and it gives you there. So I told you a while ago that it automatically goes to what is your name. So my name is there, my email is there, my score is there. It gives you the timestamp, April 17, 1:43 a.m. And look at that. It gives you the item analysis. Look at that with a bar graph, and beautiful, beautiful. So what if there are a lot of students, like 40 students or 100 students in the responses? You will see all their scores, and it will definitely give you a different kind of average, median, and range. The range tells you the lowest and the highest score, while the median is the middle score, and the average will be the mean out of the total scores. Look at that. But you want to see your student who has been performing well, or the student that you have been monitoring, whether the student really performed well. So what you can do is click this green icon here, or okay, or you can check first the individual answer of your student. So look at that. So the same. So Mr. Freddy's work is given here. So if there are errors, you will also see, and also in the bar graph, etc. So let's go to this green icon here. Yeah, tap it, and then create new spreadsheet, and the responses. Let's create. And linking to spreadsheet, let's open. All right, and automatically it gives you, look at this. So Freddie and the name. So look at that. You don't have to record anything. The computer or Google already redirects you to a particular page. So beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. And it gives you the summary of answers, the question, the choices, the correct answer, whether the student has it or got it correctly or incorrectly. So look at this. What if there are so many students? So you can just click the student's name, and then you will see there the choices here again. So, and then you want to sort the names of students from A to Z, or whatever, from Z to A, or you can also, sort the score from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. All right? Isn't that beautiful? It's complete. the timestamp, the email address, the score, the name, and of course the summary of responses. So imagine if you have 100 students, or if you have like 10 sections that you're teaching with 40 students each, that's a total of 400. Look, you don't have to check. It is the system that checks for you, and it gives you that kind of report of responses. Look at that, no? So that's it. So once again, this is all about creating an online test for free without the hassle of checking for. It's the Google quiz that checks for you with all the amazing features. So what are you waiting for? Try to do it. And if you have some questions, please do write your questions or your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so that whenever I have new updates all about making the teacher's life easy, if not easiest, I will always be giving lectures and give you some tips on how to make teacher's life smooth and easy. So what do you think about the tips that I gave you on how to make an online test for free without the hassle of checking for Google Forms automatically checks for you? Did you find it interesting? Do you have any questions? Or do you want more to learn about Google Forms? Write your comments below. Or you can also suggest other lessons that you want me to talk about or that you want me to tell you next time. So don't forget to subscribe to Sir Freddy's Corner, and don't forget to tap that notification bell so whenever we come up with these beautiful ideas on how to make your life easy and smooth. This is Sir Freddy helping you out make and find solutions to your problems even we are in a home quarantine or in isolation or in an enhanced community quarantine. So make your life easy. You can still reach out to your students even if they are somewhere else. This is Sir Freddy. Write your comments below. See you in more videos. Thank you.